Hi everyone, and welcome back for this Adobe Live show with Maude. Hey Maude.
Hi.
Doing good today?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm excited to see how we will, make some progress on this project because we are live 3 days. This is day 2 of this show with Maude, a week dedicated to editorial design. We invited graphic designers working in InDesign on books, magazines, annual reports, and they share their knowledge. This is awesome. Thanks for watching, everyone. We are live from San Francisco. Let us know where you're from, and maybe we can start, Maude, if you want to open your Behance account. We can do a short introduction about yourself and maybe discover one of your work. Yesterday we talked about the wine book.
Yes.
I remember that. That was exciting. Yeah, and we will do giveaways. We will give away prints at some point during the chats. We also give away Creative Cloud subscription if you enter the contest. And the daily challenge today, Maude, is they start from a template, and it's an art magazine.
Oh, cool.
So it's more challenging than yesterday, because yesterday, it was a holiday card, and today is more challenging, I know, but they are doing a great job so far.
So just the cover, how much?
We expect between 3 to 5 pages.
Okay.
The template has 16 pages, so this is not what we ask, but
right.
If you want to take a look at the template, so all the rules are in the contest tab if you are joining us, but this is the template. You see a lot of pages. And it's a free template available on Adobe Stock, made by Royal Studio. It's a crazy creative studio. I think it's a Spanish one, I'm not sure. Or maybe from the UK.
Okay.
So they have to use this template. They can play with the typography, the content, but it has to become a fictional art magazine, okay? So Maude, I'll let you maybe introduce yourself for the people joining the first.
Right.
This is the first episode for them, and we can discover your work.
So hi, welcome to this new day. I'm still Maude. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. I moved to New York maybe 2 years ago, and I work at an agency named 214. It's mostly branding, but also strategy. We do many things. I'm passionate about editorial design, clearly. And really like typography in general. So,
And Fabio is telling us that Royal Studio is from Portugal.
Oh, great.
Thank you, Fabio.
Hi, Fabio.
And thanks for watching. So yesterday we discovered together a project you did for
this one.
A wine book. If you didn't check that, I really invite you to check this beautiful project. And it's in French. And she worked on it. It's more than 200 pages. And it's more than a way to discover wine, it's more a way to discover these amazing women.
Yeah, these people that she interviewed.
Yeah, she interviewed, It's wine is, just a pretext in this case. Mm-hmm. And let's discover another one.
I think today we can go with... So this was my first full-time job, a food blog called 3 fois par jour, meaning 3 times a day. And it was to celebrate the joy of cooking and eating 3 times a day. And so we did, my first project with them was their cookbook, which is actually here. So, I have a few photos of this big book. And then we did a magazine about a year later. So I'm going to show this one more. So I worked on the first 3 issues, and then I moved to New York. And someone else took over. But it's still really great.
Enough work. Wow.
This was super interesting. Great interviews with people. We got to meet many different, just go in different places.
Ravioli?
So good.
Oh my
God. Butter ravioli. I forget what it was.
Maybe sage or...
It was delicious. I ate so much when I worked there. It was wonderful. Morning smoothie type things.
Hi Rory, so you're wondering about the songs in the background. They are all by Andrew Applepie, who is an artist based in Berlin.
Okay.
That's the background music, but I don't have the name of this specific song playing because we don't hear the music actually. We are in an empty room, actually, just the 2 of us.
That's true.
And there is no noise.
Everyone left.
Complete silence. I would say, oh, these pages are really lovely. Yeah.
And that's the end.
Very chic.
And I seem to have appreciated my own project in 2015.
Yeah. Self-promotion, that's good.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's something that works on Behance.
Really?
Yeah, you.
Oh, because then it shows up in the...
in the wall of people following you.
Oh, that makes sense.
So don't forget to appreciate your own projects.
Yourself.
Yeah. It
So,
will
yeah.
give it's a good boost of visibility. Also, remember that Behance is a social network, so make sure to appreciate other projects, to leave nice comments, and this is how you will build your network too. And the bigger your network is, the more appreciation and visibility you will get. So, just be active on Behance. Okay, so should we do a recap maybe of what you've been working on yesterday? If you missed yesterday's episode, it's already on YouTube, okay, on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. You can watch the replay, okay?
So this was the real brand Happy Fitness, which is in the process of being rebranded.
Mm-hmm.
These were kind of the elements that we started with. So different iterations of the logo, little icons that we can use here and there.
And Peter George is asking you, like, for the project you were showing, the magazine.
Yeah.
Did you do the photography also?
No, I didn't do the photography in the magazine. I photographed the magazine.
Oh, okay.
So it's always tricky.
Yeah.
Like,
so when you present your work, like what we see on Behance.
Yeah, that I took.
Okay. So you take the magazine and you.
Yeah.
You find the right angle to
find the biggest piece of white paper that you can find and just go crazy.
Awesome.
So color palette that we had, and everything is very much a work in progress. So this was a blob that we drew yesterday. Big day. Typefaces. This one we're using for sure.
Yeah,
this one we're still deciding on
debating.
like which weights we're going to be using. And then just kind of ideas for promotional items, like if we want to have little funny things.
Is it handmade? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if we were to reproduce it, the first one is handmade and then they're just with a mold.
Oh, a mold, yeah.
Yeah. And then just ideas for maybe events or kind of a newspapery type of vibe here.
Mm-hmm.
This is, really not final. And then opening the document. Okay.
So this is what you created yesterday.
Yeah. So actually, right at the end, after the feed, I tried adding the baseline grid just to see if it matched. And I think I will use it after all. Initially, it was kind of just a trial run, but this will make it much easier.
Okay.
And having everything adjust, it's super easy. It's like a 12-point grid.
Ah, okay.
And just having all of these. Here, I can hide it.
And can you remind us the shortcut to hide the grid?
To hide is W.
W.
W, which is also here, like preview.
Oh, yes.
Normal.
Awesome.
So we had this, all explorations of how we could do titles. Here we have the precepts of Happy Fitness, which is a fitness company for women that promotes happiness. Smartly named. This, other iterations, and then kind of seeing if we wanted just pages with quotes or let's see if I hid anything. No. Adding gradients maybe later on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would still placeholder.
Rory's asking, did you do the blob things in Illustrator?
I did.
Yeah, she did.
Using the pen tool because it's easier. It's a little messier. So
and the brush tool, you're saying.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Make it,
did I say pen? Sorry, I meant brush. Yes.
Yeah.
The brush
So make sure
tool.
she's not precise.
So it's like, am I drawing? Oh. It's a little slow.
You're drawing white on white.
Oh yeah, I was like, where? And join. And then, oops.
And then you join,
Yeah. I just
And you can use the smooth tool. Actually, I'm wondering something.
Could I just do a corner? Maybe like just doing a corner is easier.
Yeah, that's good. Can you double click on the brush tool? I want to see something. You should double click on the tool.
Oh, on this?
Yeah. Okay. You see the fidelity?
Yeah.
So if you put it to smooth, it will automatically smooth the curves.
Okay.
And fidelity will make it more crunchy.
Cool. I didn't know that. Phil knew.
And
like what else can we learn?
and it's a new algorithm actually to smooth that we introduced maybe 2 years ago. And yeah, you see it's more...
Very
it's
smooth.
Very soft. Yeah. So you can save some time.
Yeah.
doing that.
More blobs.
Oh, smiley blob.
Okay, so
We have Johnny Vino in the chat. Johnny, he was our guest. He was our guest on Adobe Live. Good to see you. He's a UX designer based in New York. He's asking what is the logic behind the grid. So, because Johnny, he's a UX designer, he's not used to InDesign.
wait, I want to try this. If you press Alt while that's my friend, another Maude.
Mode.
If
Mode's
you press
everywhere.
Alt while drawing.
Okay,
That's
the
my
shape
Alt.
will close on its own. Okay, let's try. What's happening?
Maybe I have to start drawing first, and then I press Alt.
Oh, Mode.
Well done.
Pro tip.
Invite her next. Seriously,
Boom,
she's
boom,
awesome.
boom. Yeah, Mode, you will be next.
Yay.
Adobe Live. Just for this pro tip. Hi, James. Thanks for the nice feedback.
I think that was
Hi,
all the
Ahmed.
elements.
She's like, just like,
She's like, right.
Right.
Seriously.
And they're like, wow, we're closing a shape. So
Mind
maybe you
blown.
can explain for Johnny and all our friends who are not used to InDesign,
Mm-hmm.
what is the meaning of this, of a grid, when you work on a print project? Because you told us like you have the columns, the baseline grids.
Yeah. I guess it's more, and obviously here it's not going to work because we laid it after.
Mm-hmm.
So I can show an example. It's just so that all your columns, let's say it's like this, and you don't have a grid, and then it could just, I don't know, with a,
Oh yeah, with the
Return.
snap. Yeah.
like let's say it started at the top, but then you end up having, they're kind of just like this, and it's a little annoying because it's not all aligned. And also if you're reading a book, then you can kind of see the pages are a little transparent sometimes. So if it's a novel especially or something like that, it's kind of nice that you don't have, like you don't see the page.
Next one.
That-
You want them to overlap so there is no...
Yeah.
I see.
So I think I'm going to redo these style sheets and just make them go on
And
the
Dan
grid.
Pangia is asking how can I create a baseline grid? So it's
Yeah.
it's a type of grid actually in InDesign, right? Mm-hmm.
So if you go in preferences, you have grid.
In the preferences.
So you have baseline grid here.
Okay.
You can start either at the top of the page. You can start at the top margin. You decide what your increments are. So that's useful if you're planning. Let's say the leading is 12 points. Then it's easy, and then you can kind of choose multiples. Maybe I could do 6, and then I would have one line for two
Two guides per line.
two guides. And then if you have headers, they can be out of 18 or just multiples of 6, so it's easy for everything to kind of stick on the grid.
Awesome.
And you can choose to have it in the back of your elements or on the front. I like the front because then they're hidden if they're in the back.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of backgrounds. So let's say this one.
It's exactly like at school. It reminds me
Yeah,
like
right?
when you learn how to write like cursive.
I thought you meant typography school, and I was like, yeah.
Oh no, like when
Just school
you're
school.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah.
She loves the baseline grid. Maybe.
So say right now.
Hashtag baseline grid.
So I'm gonna put this full screen and go back.
Okay, that's the workspace that you...
Yeah, it always switches back. I'm not sure how to fix it.
Okay.
So we're gonna redefine. So that's good. So we had our Warnock Pro for copy. And then this, I'm just gonna choose the display font because it's big enough.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so if you watch yesterday's episode, you will understand, like we chatted a bit about the meaning of a display font
versus text.
text font that you would use for small text. But basically, it's the size and it's the contrast of each character that can improve readability.
For instance, if this I were to say, oh, I would like Warnock display versus, because that's the lighter version, so I'm going to compare it to regular.
Mm-hmm.
So like, this might be light. No, it's display. So this is all display, so it's much lighter.
Yeah, much lighter.
And you have tiny elements that if it was like a 12-point font size, then it would just not print or not be as legible.
Interesting.
So we'll put it back.
So Peter is asking you what's the advantage of using the typography workspace?
All my elements are on there. I
Is
don't
it
really
something you
customize. I don't.
Not really.
You can customize. I think if something's missing, I'll add it. But usually in there, I'd be like, where are the
what is it?
paragraph style, the just style sheets?
Printing, okay.
Essentials.
Essentials is the one when you open InDesign.
I think I need more stuff than this.
Yeah, but you need all the panels
just the
for
typography.
Yeah, I guess when you work in Editorial, that's the
You just
at the
have-
heart of your.
And also
want
you
all the
can do
things.
pre-flight, just checking your files if it's a big project.
Nice.
Oops. So that's good. Did this have a name? So that we can just say quotes.
Okay.
Louise.
Chandler is asking, is there any way to make the type in a text box automatically jump to the next line rather than split words with a dash? Yeah. So this is also something that we covered yesterday. It's called
Hyphenation.
Hyphenation. And when you have a paragraph, you can say, I don't want to hyphenate. So it should be a checkbox, right? I remember seeing a checkbox yesterday. No?
I know so in the paragraph box you have hyphenate. I know there's a way to you can just uncheck it, but
On one word?
that's the thing. I know there's a way to just do it on one word, and I forget
It's a character style, maybe that you
maybe.
apply on a word.
You could do
That
that.
would make sense, yeah.
Let's try.
Because in character styles, there are so many options.
Can we do
And maybe there's a hyphenate
probably
parameter just for this.
underline? Advanced. We'll have to look into
No,
this.
yeah. Oh, they will ask. Maybe
Yeah.
they will find out.
Or you can just do at the end like a forced thing like this. But then if you change anything, it's a little risky.
Let's say in paragraph styles, that's for sure, but we want to apply it just on one word. So we could apply a paragraph style to one word, but that would be, no.
I think it's not going to
No, it's not possible.
Just going to create another one.
Hi, Jenny. Thanks for joining us.
That's good.
Where you wish Adobe Programs has the search feature like PowerPoint to find features. Actually, there is. There is. If you use the help menu, you can type grid, and it will show you all the grid elements, grid features in the menu.
Just adjusting everything so it's cleaner. And then what was this? Yeah, that one I don't think I want. Okay. I think I made
Nice. So
little
this is the intro.
sketches.
This is the first when you open the brochure. So again, the brief is so there's Happy Fitness, and you are a new hire, you're a coach probably, yeah, and you will receive this booklet or this brochure explaining all the core values of Happy Fitness, how to be a good coach, the responsibility you have as a coach. So Maude is trying to set the tone and the energy, because it's not a classic fitness group or club. It's so much fun.
It's happy people.
Happy people.
I think I'm gonna decide. Just gonna pick a couple lines to align things to. So I'll just do it randomly, but then at some point I might change them.
Okay. So what do you want to...
Well, I think it was just for here, like seeing if I needed to kind of pick a height.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's a little big, but it's fine.
A few words about the contest today. So we show you the templates, but check the contest tab. It's next to the chat tab on behance.net/live. And today you're using this template by Rural Studio in Portugal. So there are a lot of pages, but we just want you to create an art magazine based on this template in InDesign. 3 to 5 pages, like 3 pages is more than enough. So you can download it and open it in InDesign. It's free, it's on Adobe Stock. Once in InDesign, then make sure to check the layers, okay, because they did a great job organizing everything. So you can edit the content, drag and drop the art that you like, change the colors. And finally, to share it with us, you need to click on Publish Online. It will create a link that you can share with us. But all the steps, it's about 5 steps to share it with us, are described in the contest tab. And we already received some entries, so maybe I just show some of them so it can inspire the viewers. Yeah, we show this one, which was very good. But we will review again all of them at the end. But just to show an example, just to see an example: Content Fuel, the feature artist, Salam from Pakistan. This is part. Nice. Very good example. Another one, which is more about fashion. Nice. Oh. Huge picture. Mountain time.
I like that.
Nice cover, yeah. So yeah, keep sharing, keep inspiring us and the community. One quick tip, because I noticed that when you click on Publish Online, you have the choice between single or spread. In this case, I invite you to check spread. This is how you can have this. You know, otherwise, in the previous example, here this is a spread, for instance, but I have to click, to see both. So make sure to check spread. If you already submitted your entry, actually, I think you can go back in InDesign and just say update, and it will update everything. So it won't change the link. You don't have to submit again. Okay, let's go back to InDesign.
Just adding the copy to kind of organize. Actually, I'm gonna quit Slack. Okay.
So yeah, by the way, this is a real life. This is not a fictional customer. Like Happy Fitness exists, so that's why she received a copy from the owner of Happy Fitness. Hi Munir, I think that Romeo is fine. I don't have any news, but should be okay.
center a couple things just because it's nice. Also, I have those guides, but when, let's say, a paragraph here starts at a certain line, I like to prioritize. It depends. Maybe I should follow this. We'll see.
Nice. You know, like looking at the screen, I was like, "Wow, that's weird. What is this weird
What is
icon
that?
here at the bottom?"
What is it?
The microphone.
Oh.
It looks like it's in the
It looks like
face.
an ant. Or
Yeah,
like
it looks like an. I was like, "Wow, it's a weird character."
Is it?
And that's the
I guess
microphone.
it's always there.
Yeah.
And I haven't noticed that before.
There you go.
Okay.
And yesterday we discussed about what would be the next typeface, like the typeface of 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to find a new prediction.
Did I think I'm gonna base this on that and change this a little.
Hi, Lee Cooper. Thanks for joining. Okay, so what are you trying to do now? Want to try something new?
Well, I think since I have a lot of words for this, for some of the titles,
Oh, for the title.
yeah, I think like maybe
Doing enough sets. Yeah.
this is more uniform.
Okay.
He's like, nope.
No, yeah. I follow you.
Yeah. Kind of going back on doing all the colors for this. I think like maybe I want to have pops of colors for quote pages but kind of keeping these ones more straightforward. I don't know, what do you think? Let's try.
Yeah, they really want me to talk about my cat. But, yeah.
White
My-
cat.
Yeah. My sister called me yesterday. Maybe my cat will call me today. We'll see. Who knows?
It's a good
Let's
cat.
be ready. And you wanted to play with the colors also, you said yesterday, no? To have one
For-
color per...
For precept?
Yeah.
Maybe, but now...
Maybe not. Yeah, we'll
thing
see.
is that I think I'm going to add content to this doc eventually.
Oh,
so maybe
like pictures.
Then like having the precepts that are all... Let's say we do... All the precepts are on are in black.
Hmm.
I'm just going to change this.
Peter is asking when you receive the copy from a Word, like a Word document, do you need to strip out the formatting? You know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
And then I kind of go back, and so it's not, if it's in capital letters, it's fine. I don't recommend this, but you see it easily. But then everything that's like bold or underlined or italics, and I just kind of go back and
Yeah.
I'm sure there are easier ways. Maybe with InCopy you were talking, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Did you copy the formatting?
I guess, yeah, because InCopy is really when you have external editors. Someone was mentioning InCopy this morning in the chat, and they use InCopy for translations.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you want to translate this into English, you can, with InCopy, have someone else, working on the text and translation without launching InDesign.
That's useful.
And it will feed your template. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Mark Anthony, thanks for joining.
I'm going to duplicate and just save all of these. Did it work? No.
And InCopy is part of Creative Cloud, actually. It's not something very known, but it's part of a Creative Cloud subscription, so you can definitely try it. We won't cover InCopy this week, but why not? It's another live stream if you really want so.
Okay, I'm going to put probably all of this in black. Back to... Yeah,
Back to black.
back to black. But I'll add color. We can actually add color now. I don't mind. I can do this later.
It's a song, right? Back to
Amy.
black. Amy Winehouse, yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, Peter, you're installing InCopy? Okay, good. Yeah, let us know what you think. I'm not a big user. I used it like once, like a very long time ago. I used to manage a digital magazine, which was for Adobe. It was we had a product in InDesign. It was an extension to create an iPad version of the magazine, and also for Android tablets.
That's cool.
It was called DPS, and this is when I had to learn like the InDesign, the masters, the stuff.
Because you can do digital publishing in InDesign, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't done it, but...
now the easiest way, and we can try at the end, is to click Publish Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have a website. You can also, and that's my recommendation, by the way, if you create magazines and you want also to monetize or distribute your magazines on the App Store, for iPads and stuff, check the standard called EPUB. EPUB. So it's a standard, and Adobe is contributing a lot to the standard. But recently, I would say like 2 or 3 years ago, the standard evolved and is managed by the iPad, by iOS, and it's amazing. It's fantastic. You can really publish it on the iPad, and it appears in the books category. Super easy to do. You can publish it on the Amazon also store for the Kindle. You can add even multimedia like video, audio, animations for iPad viewers. If you want to add a video, for instance, of a lesson of Happy Fitness, to share it's a drag and drop.
So it's pretty modular. Like if they, I guess, make the font size bigger, then it just it's adaptive.
Exactly. So that's the beauty of EPUB. It's responsive in a way, but you can increase the size of the text. It's accessible. It's a great standard, and I think it's just a save as. I mean, it's or export. Yeah. File, export, EPUB. So you have two categories: fixed layout. So it won't destroy what you do. Or they call it reflowable. I mean, the worst word ever for me to pronounce, reflowable. And I guess this is what you mentioned. Like it's more like a responsive website.
Yeah.
So it adapts the content to all the screens. This is more for novels.
Yeah.
Or this could be the case for the wine book that you did. Something that would adapt, and I can change the size of the text. But when you have a strong composition such as this one, you want a fixed layout, because you don't want to destroy the experience. So yeah, check EPUB if you're interested in distributing your magazines, your creations on tablets. It's not only for the iPad. I say iPad, but it works on Android tablets too. and iPhone actually. So you're adding dividers.
Mm-hmm. I think it's because it's not even.
And I remember for the digital magazine, I had to work on grep. See what it says?
What's crap?
These are logic rules that you can code actually in InDesign that you can add. That says if you find a word ending with this or it starts with this, then apply this character style. And it was a magazine for HTML web developers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super powerful. But in design, like for instance, I could copy paste HTML code. It would analyze the code to format it, and do all the tags in green.
Oh, that's cool. Not really trying to be precise. I'm just do we like this?
Yeah, to see.
It's kind of like the
how you
golden
feel.
rules. Like what you
Yeah, I like
want to
it.
do as a coach.
The table of étapes de la loi.
There's just so many that I also don't want it to feel overwhelming. Like you're a new employee and then you have, I don't know.
Do you feel we should add
It's like
numbers?
so much. Remember all of this.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
you should add numbers, like rule number 8.
Yeah, right. And then quiz them on it. Be like, tell me, do 7 push-ups.
Eugene says Publish Online is mainly for mobile devices. Yeah, also desktop. Seriously, like, I mean, this is something I would share, by email, just a link. So you would tell me, yeah, you could share the PDF, but I don't know. I like also the web experience. You can add animation in InDesign. Say like my picture appears with a dissolve effect, and then when you publish online, so on print, of course, like if you open a magazine, you won't have the dissolve effect, but if you publish online, then the picture will appear with a transition. I don't know if I have a demo somewhere. Here you see this is just a publication I found.
Ooh.
So you can have an animated cover. And here you see the transition, like fade in. Okay, I will show you again. This is something you can do in InDesign.
And where does it live online right now, for example?
It's a URL.
Okay.
It's in Creative Cloud, so you can email the link to someone, and you can also embed it on your website if you want.
And could you do longer pages to have kind of more of a scrolling website experience?
I'm not sure. I think, yeah, so you can zoom in, zoom out, or full screen.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the real use case is when you want to use both, because if you print this page, but if you print this page, it would print this, the final step.
Yeah.
So you can have like something printed and something animated. I mean,
I guess I'm just wondering if there's a way to make like a really long page with those animations, or it's more like a slides.
Yeah. We can try. I don't know what happens with the portrait, but I don't think it will scroll. I don't think so. Oh my God, what did I do? what is that? So it's someone who used InDesign to publish a document like this one, but added animations. You can add animation in InDesign. And I don't remember exactly how, but maybe I can find out. So it's in the, when you select an object, you have interactive. Oh, it's in window, okay, window, interactive animation, and then you have this panel, and you can select an object and say, okay, make it fly from the right. Okay, so it will fly from the right, you see here the animation, and make it fly for 2 seconds, play one time or make a loop. And I guess you can preview. It's very small. It's a small preview, okay, but you get it, you see it fly, like it flies here. It's flying. So you can try, maybe they will surprise us, you know, with some animation for the contest.
You can make the blob fly. How do I do this?
Okay, let's make the blob fly. Okay, so go in window, interactive, it's here, yeah, animation, and you choose a preset.
Let's do this.
Okay. Maybe the duration we can do something very slow, you know, like very peaceful, like 2 seconds.
Yeah. 2.
And okay, and let's do the preview. The first one.
That's
the first button here. It's so small.
Ooh.
It's nice, huh?
Uh-huh.
No, that's it. You cannot reset. It's a small preview.
Yeah.
We don't know why.
It's wonderful.
But let's keep it, okay? Because when we will publish online tomorrow,
okay,
it should keep the animation, actually. We should be able to see it. Adobe has redefined print design. Print is all alive. Ah, you see? No, what's good is that you design once. So you can have the interactive version. Actually, it's not really interactive. The online version and the print one. Okay, let's see if you add animations to your entries. It will be interesting to see if they.
This will be scary.
If they use this,
like,
this
what
new
is this?
tip.
It's my animation. This little.
What is this?
I think it's the animation.
Oh, it tells you that there is an animation on this object. Nice.
I'll never forget.
Never forget. It's here. For life. Eugene says, Dan Burns has a very good course on lynda.com. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, and I'm sure there are also tutorials on adobe.com, on the CC Learn section on how to add animations in InDesign.
I think I'm going to leave all of these for now, because I don't really like this. I'm going to go
you can come
find
back.
inspiration elsewhere.
Okay.
So let's do...
What's happened?
Yeah, that one's going to be tricky because there are a lot of...
Oh, yeah, a lot of bullet points, hierarchy.
Categories, which I already have, but I think I just didn't really do. I think it's not the right copy.
You can just make the preview screen for EPUB bigger. Okay, maybe it's just me. Animation. I mean, how can I make it bigger?
How? Help us.
No, it won't resize on my. Or maybe it's a setting. Just pull on the sides. No, in the sender. We tried to extend the size, but
It's not happening.
it's not happening. It's not happening.
Okay.
Uzaifa is planning now to start a design magazine, thanks to your inspiration, Maude. And now it will be an animated one.
Ooh.
Full experience. Okay, Uzaifa. Let's see that. You should enter the contents, Uzaifa, to practice. It's good to practice every day, you know? With daily changes.
Do they still win posters today?
Yeah. They will. It's coming. The posters, we'll give away the posters in about 15 minutes. And Uzaifa, you're watching us from Pakistan. Wow. Awesome. Must be so late.
Yeah, what's the time difference?
Yeah, what's the time in Pakistan? Must be... Okay, here it's... okay, let me...
It's late.
It's me, yeah. Oh, it's late. I would say 1 a.m. 2 a.m. in Pakistan, maybe.
We do like 4 pages.
Eugene, you created a small brochure with published online. Oh, awesome. Armando, you're uploading your entry. Cool. Brandon, any other suggested programs beside Pages for sourcing text? Copying things, for text, you know, to receive text from someone.
I mean, if you don't have it, like if you don't have Word or Pages or I text edit or just
Yeah. You know, Google Docs.
Just all the Googles.
Oh, Kevin has a great question for you. Maude, is there any specific decade? Okay, so now we are of editorial design that inspires you.
I mean, I like many. I think I kind of like to give different styles to different projects. Like I really like, I don't know if I like Right Now because there's just a mix of everything. When you buy art books, it's like nice to have this like Swiss influence or just, which is not a decade, but it's a place. But yeah, I think I like the mix. I'm not really into one particularly. Just kind of looking at inspiration on Behance and Pinterest and wherever you can find it.
It's 3 a.m. in Pakistan. Yeah.
Ooh, go to bed.
Thanks for watching. And they are mentioning Spark to do a sliding experience. Yeah. Do you know Spark? Adobe Spark?
I know of it, but I don't use it.
It's a good way also to create, like you were saying, like a one-page coding experience. You don't have a full control on the design though, because it's you pick a template, so you have to be happy with the template. And if you want to use the Louise typeface, you can't. You have to. But Spark is cool. Like if you don't know Spark, yeah, you should check.
There's so many things. When I look at this, and it's like,
It's huge, huh?
I just see all the ones that I'm not using. Like,
Yeah.
so much time.
What's good is that if you use it one day, at least it's there. You know? It's like After Effects. I used to use it maybe twice a year. Now I use it more often for Adobe Live, but back in the days maybe twice a year. But at least I install it, I do my animation, I install, boom. Uzaifa, who is watching from Pakistan, is saying that his dad is like, "What are you doing, son? Are you playing video games? Go to bed."
Learning, always
He's
learning.
learning. Eugene. Thanks for sharing. So this is an example of published online created by Eugene in the chat he was mentioning.
Oh, cool.
With animation created in InDesign. So one shape that is growing with a loop, and good job. Video. I was mentioning video. Slideshow, I guess. Yeah, it's very interactive. Good job.
Can you click on the menu?
Here. Wow.
It's gotta be great for client presentations.
Yeah. And if you are a pro InDesign user, at least you don't have to use another tool. You know, you stay in InDesign. You keep your style. Yeah, it's a great project too. I mean, yeah, congratulations, Eugene. Thanks for sharing. Oh, Jan Eric is working on the art magazine now. Okay, I'm scared.
For what?
Jan Eric is the king of puns. Yeah. So he likes to include me in his entries. Yeah.
Should be interesting.
Well, I'm scared.
Trying to see like how many categories. So, okay. I don't think the bullets are right in there, but we're just gonna guess.
Ideal if you want to submit your entry. Yeah, Behance name is just your the one. Put the ID in the page link. Just a way for us to find you. Sorry, what you were saying, Maude?
I was trying to find the categories.
Oh yeah, because there are so many in this one.
But I think it's fine.
So which trick did you use to create a hierarchy?
So
All caps?
I think I'm gonna use this guy, GT. I don't think this is necessary.
Okay.
The être.
Yeah, good point.
So if we did like even all caps.
And the giveaway man is back, so we'll be able to do the giveaway in about 10 minutes. Stay tuned. Give away some posters. Yeah, it works well, huh? Seems easy to read.
I feel like these could probably be included somewhere in there.
And thanks, Adil. So we received your entry. We're asking the chat. We got it.
Just making a duplicate because I want to try something.
Another proposal.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have them vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the most complex page because you have like the main precepts, and then you have like subcategories in a way, and for each subcategory you have several bullet points. It's not easy to be a coach at Happy Fitness. You have to read a lot first.
But you're so happy. Actually, I'm just gonna pick.
Okay, so what do you picture? What do you have in mind?
Right now, I just want to redefine. Okay. That's all I wanted. This I'm gonna go back to just basic.
Okay.
I don't know, like if I can take very few columns.
So Diogo Costa is asking you, are you following a specific layout or are you improvising on each page?
Improvising on each page.
Yeah. So she's still exploring the best way to present the information in this case.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like trying out typefaces, trying out many things. It's a really short book, like it's not book, I guess booklet.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to be, if I can make it around 40-ish pages, that's really impossible. We could add images. I just want it to be thick because it's like fun to feel the vibe of the brand. But it could also be like 12 pages and that would be fine.
We're still getting entries for the contest, which is great. Keep them coming. You still have for this show, about 35 minutes to submit your entry, and we will review all of them at the end of the show. Get a chance to win a Creative Cloud subscription, and in a few minutes we will give away posters by Robzilla, Jingwei, and Christine Herring. So be active in the chat in a few minutes. Michael, could you ask Maude about how she's taking care of column width? How do you define the column width?
For all my text boxes, I think right now I'm just looking at what looks better. Like here I'm going to determine I need to adjust the height just because there's a lot of information in that one page. So that's most likely how I'm going to determine. Like I might have to make them wider if I wanted to take less height. But with those short sentences, it really doesn't change much. So I think whatever looks best, like to have around, let's say from 8 to 10 words per column.
Okay. And voice text, sorry if I mispronounce your name. Tomazeski is asking, I wonder, so Maude, if you are thinking about the technical aspect of your work, like the color, the paper, as you go, or when do you define the technical details? Like this type of paper would be great, this type of binding?
It depends on the project. This one, there's not any constraint really, so it can be anything. And it's most likely going to be a PDF that maybe we'll print. And if we do print, it's going to be printed digitally. So I'm not, like
you're not worried.
It's going to be very basic paper. It's not a huge production. But then if, let's say for the wine book or the cookbooks, like you know what it's going to be printed on, you know how thick it's going to be and how it's going to look. So I think planning for that, and then obviously for photography, then there's planning with like the type of paper. Does it take in more ink or does it need less? So I think it depends what project you're working on.
Oh, Sam is like, oh my God, I'm mad. I've missed most of this. So Sam, don't worry. The replay is available on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. You'll be able to understand how Maude is exploring the layout. She has the copy, but it's a real life example, like real copy coming from a customer. And now she's exploring the layout. So, and again, it has to be fun, but also not too fun, because these are precepts that a coach at Happy Fitness will have to follow. So you don't want to be too loose when you communicate. And you want to be able to punish them. That's what you were showing before. If they don't follow them.
You're like, no.
You're too happy. Don't be too happy. Brandon is asking, and what's the plan for tomorrow also? Okay, what are let's say the big next steps for the booklet?
I think after this, I would probably add not colors, but photography.
Okay. Yeah, we can try that.
Yeah, we can do that now. Just trying to see.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, let's have a look at the two proposals also, to see and we can ask them which one they prefer.
Yeah.
I have an opinion, but I won't share it.
So I think working with this. Oops. What?
Don't say what you think. We just ask them.
Okay.
And after you can tell us which one you prefer.
This is a structure.
So this is proposal number 1.
Yeah.
1, okay. And this is the same copy, same text.
Yeah, same copy. Maybe we can even adjust things, but
okay.
Let's say proposal 1.
1 and proposal 2. Can you show it again? And this is proposal 2. So which one do you prefer? 1 or 2? Just type it in the chat. And actually, it's a great time to be active in the chat, because we will give away posters and illustrations to someone who is active in the chat in the next 3 minutes. So be active, and if you are just watching, make sure to sign in the chat, and you can share with us which one do you prefer, 1 or 2.
I keep changing too, so it's not helpful.
And maybe you can explain why. Yeah, if you have an opinion.
Let's just leave it like that for now so we can vote on something.
Maybe we can show 1 again. 1.
1 is very straightforward. I mean, they're both straightforward.
So that the color and the black text remind them of the Jay-Z album. 444. Okay, let me check this. Which
Good
one
album.
This is. What are you talking about?
It's like the big,
Yeah. This one. Yeah, there is something,
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm okay with that.
Which is fun. Yeah,
Love
it's
it. Yeah,
super
yeah.
fun. Like it's a good reference, actually. Okay, so there were a lot of 1 at the beginning, and now they're like, oh, maybe 2.
They're changing. Changing your minds, internet.
So how do you feel about it? 1 or 2?
Probably neither. Maybe, I don't know.
So if you have to keep 1, why would you keep 1? And if you have to keep 2, why would you keep 2?
I think I like the
Oh, yeah.
potential of 2 just because. Why is he laughing?
Something is coming.
Oh no. I like the potential of 2 because it's easier to kind of move around versus this one where it's all stuck together. It's just very generic, and since we don't have a lot of copy, it's kind of, we can make it more fun. But it's good to just explore the categories and see whether or not it works. I still have this that technically would need to be in there. We can probably add it to 2. We have more space in 2.
Can you type it again? Yes.
It went down.
Yeah, it went down. I want Maude to
I think I saw
announce
it.
the winner. And the winner of the 3 illustrations is...
I have to read this. The good old drama.
Yeah, congratulations to the good old drama.
I thought he was typing that for fun. So I guess this is a joke.
Oh, here it is.
That's true. That's you.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Like, whoa. Yeah. Congrats. So we will send you a private message on Behance to exchange the address, and you will receive the 3 posters. You don't have to choose the 3 posters. Probably in January. It will take a little bit of time because of the Christmas break, holiday break. You feel like good old drama always win? Yeah, always win
Really?
in our hearts, but no, there is no way. Like,
Never won before.
exactly. It's first time he wins.
I think I'm going to skip to the end and take a break from all of this.
Yeah, or you can switch to something else, you know, if you want to play with pictures. Yeah. Good old drama, watching from Spain. Oh, from Madrid. Awesome.
Oops. We're going to stick with the Jay-Z colors because why not?
Yeah, it's a good reference. And the movement Happy Fitness is based in Montreal.
Yes.
I guess Jay-Z is very popular there,
Mm-hmm. It's popular everywhere.
everywhere, including in Montreal. So it makes sense. Has he released a French song or no? Jay-Z?
Don't think so.
No. Sometimes they do. You know? Like there was like a Shakira. Remember? Remember
Remember Shakira?
Remember Shakira back in the days?
Yes.
She released a French song. Remember that?
I don't
Francis
remember.
Cabrel.
Really?
Je l'aime à mourir. Yeah.
Was it good?
Actually, it was good. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a very nice. Yeah. Like she sang. It was the song that her mother used to sing when she was a kid. She did a good job. She did a good job.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
You could do like an intro.
Mikasa Sukasa. Yeah. Okay. They are all excited by Shakira now. The good old drama. Yeah. And actually, I saw his post in the chat. It was just, hey! And it was enough, you know, to just have to watch, you sign in, just say, hey! It works.
Is that what his voice is like?
Yeah, in the chat, yeah. That's how I could
Hey.
feel the voice. Nice. Always wondering why is this shape, and it's the microphone again. Every time now.
Looks like a bug.
Yeah. Actually, in Eric, Jay-Z in French would be GZ.
It's not so catchy.
No. Armando is uploading his entry for the contest. It's at 91%. Yeah. Good point, Armando. Like, give it time. Also, if you need time to publish a project, you have 22 minutes to submit your entry for this show. But yeah, remember that you will have to upload. I mean, InDesign will do it for you, but it takes some time.
10 minutes.
So yeah. I mean, they look happy. It's a great picture, good introduction to
This is
to the
Chloe.
brand.
This is Sophie.
So who is in charge of marketing? Who is in charge of?
It's kind of both. I guess it's Chloe.
Chloe is more on the marketing side.
She's the trainer and she's a nutritionist.
Oh yes, nutritionist.
And they're
I
both
remember
happy.
now.
So
But if they are not together, are they still happy? Ah,
less. Less.
ah.
Do we want to bring blobs?
Yeah, this one is funny.
This little guy.
This one, it's a happy blob.
Yeah. Chloe would probably say, I want a t-shirt with exactly this on.
Yeah, and a mug.
Oh yeah. Could totally work. Oops.
Perfect.
It's like an egg. It works out.
Yeah. Could be anything really. An old chewing gum.
Speaking of chewing gum, I actually found images on Adobe Stock.
Of chewing gum.
Not chewing gum, but it's
Ah.
like this. I don't know where I put them.
What did you find?
Downloads. Like this type of stuff.
Wow.
It's not really chewing gum, but I think with the colors, I was looking at little icons.
Nice icons. Wow. Marble.
Feels very happy fitness like.
Yeah. Very nice.
We could add all of them. So oops.
Hello, Oswaldo. Salazar, thanks for joining us. Where are you from, Oswaldo? Such a great name. From Venezuela. Wow. Thanks for watching. We're live with Maude. We started yesterday, but she's working on a brochure for Happy Fitness, which is a fitness club in Montreal. And when there is a new hire, a new coach, they want to be able to give a booklet to share the values and precepts on how to be a great coach at Happy Fitness.
Mm.
And these are the two managers, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
of Happy Fitness. Oh, nice.
Like, what does it look like? Because I know it's seamless, but maybe we don't really need to.
It's seamless. You can create a pattern.
Yeah, because they give
Try.
4. Adobe Stock.
Mm. Smart.
I think I'm gonna need it though. Because I think if we want it to feel blob-like, then maybe it should
Yeah.
be bigger.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Maybe just duplicate once and. Oh yeah, I can see it's seamless. Yeah. You did a
I'm
good
just
job.
gonna delete the. How do I select this?
Human being. Oh, behind Adobe Live is active. This is the Invisible Man.
Again?
Yeah, we had another one this morning.
They strike again.
It's not from Peru. It was Invisible Man from Florida. It was another one.
Just want to select the background.
What do you want to do? Change the background color?
Or just like select all of these guys.
Without the
that's fine.
background? Yeah.
We like that.
Oh yeah. Nice.
It was kind of cool to have them big as well. I'm gonna delete it temporarily. And just paste in it.
Robinson is asking what command made it all black and white, just like the lines like that. So when she was in Illustrator, you can press Command Y or Control Y if you're working on Windows
Oh, this?
to show the outlines.
Oh, yeah.
Here,
Command Y.
Command Y. It's to show all the vectors, all the shapes that you have.
Super useful.
Alexandre is asking, what is the biggest document you ever worked on with InDesign? Biggest project?
I think at some point I did, you know, when there's construction and they have like these huge signs that are like 12 feet wide,
Yeah.
something like that. I did one of those that had multiple ones, so I worked in Illustrator for the most part and kind of scaled it down. So it was à l'échelle, I guess, yeah, scaled down, and then I forget if it might have been Illustrator, but one or the other. It
Just
was
the
like
biggest in real life.
8 by 12 or 8 by 18, something like super,
And
very,
the-
very huge.
Project you invested the most time and energy. It was very time consuming.
I think either the wine book or the cookbook,
Okay.
just because, yeah, they have the most
So much
pages.
information. Yeah.
Kind of a lot. I think I'm gonna ignore all the white ones. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're still receiving some entries. That's exciting. So we will review at least at least 7 magazines at the end. It's good.
Wow.
Keep sharing. And tomorrow we'll have a new day change, but I will pick something easier than a magazine. We'll see. But it will be again based on the free templates that you can find on Adobe Stock. And on Adobe Stock, by the way, there are templates for InDesign, but also Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects. Kevin thinks it looks like a close-up of Nuvia. Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
Be stock.
Beast. It's not the expression in English now. You know, you say I'm stuck. No, I'm
I'm
stuck.
stoked.
Stoked. Right, stoked. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Adobe Stock.
Be stoked.
Buy it now. I think I'm just gonna delete this. It's not.
You don't like it?
No.
No. Never mind.
Didn't pass the test.
The 10-minute test.
Yeah.
Just put it on the side for 10
How
minutes.
it really happens.
It's like cooking, you know? And you come back and no.
I'm not hungry. I'm gonna keep working on the photos. Maybe we can keep this one.
Yeah. This one looks like a happy fitness one.
I think with this file, I never have to draw blobs again.
Yeah, seriously.
So just like,
There's so many. And Eugene said, yeah, you can also draw frames and then place the pictures inside. Yeah, there are two ways. And InDesign was one of the first introducing, like when you select multiple pictures and you go in InDesign and you can switch and decide what you want to paste. I will try to do it again. Keep working. I'm working on the tutorial. So I can do this. Just need 3 pictures. Almost there. Okay, so for those of you who are new to InDesign, what you can do, and this is something suggested by Eugene, something I guess you used with your book, you have this object. Rectangle, frame tool, F. Okay, so F, and you can draw whatever. So it's a placeholder. So now if you go in the Finder and you select multiple images, and you want to drop them in the placeholders. So InDesign was the first to introduce the fact that you can navigate through what is in the clipboard. So using the arrow keys, say, okay, I want Maude first, then Marcel, then Ryan, and Bright. And this one has not the right fitting options. Here we go. And I really like this, what they did with this. Just with the arrow keys, I select the picture I want and click. Design was the first one. I think it's really awesome. How do you do that?
It would be cool if for one frame you could have like 3 photos and then you can just like have it placed in the frame and then you switch it. Let's say you're doing a magazine. That could be a cool feature. If Adobe, I'll tell
to preview in the frame Adobe. And then you switch.
Yeah. Because then you could have like your copy on it. It could be a real preview.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to. Oh, I see what you mean.
We're gonna have a suggestion box at the end.
For InDesign. Oh, you know what? Okay. Before I say something stupid, I will check something.
It exists.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Sometimes you listen to stuff internally, but you're not sure it's public yet. And I'm the first to. Okay, it's public. Good. So there is a new website.
Ooh.
InDesign.uservoice.com. So this is a website that we use to create Adobe XD with the community. So Adobe XD is a new app, experience design, and it was all the features. The community would vote for the features, would discuss the features, and now we're doing the same with InDesign. So if you go on InDesign.uservoice.com, you can go to the feedback forum to give feedback, and you can check the new ideas, such as, for instance, copy-paste multi-column text frames from 2 CS6 documents. So the user is explaining why it's necessary, and if you like this idea, you can vote. and then the features that will get the highest number of votes, like then the product team will say, oh, okay, we need to discuss this feature with the community, and then we need to put it in the next release.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
I'll start making lists.
Yeah, and go
What
on
can we improve?
InDesign.chooseours.com, and because what you just suggested can become an idea, and people will vote for it, and the team will say, oh, okay, yeah, actually it makes sense.
Nice.
And Marcel is in the house. Marcel está en la casa de Adobe. International stream this week. He will be live with us in about 35 minutes with Kathleen, continuing working on the annual report with a fresh new background, Marcel. You will see, Marcel, you have a fresh new background in the back. Oh, Dana thinks I'm learning so many great tips. Cool. That's the cool thing with Adobe Live, that you learn some tips, but also, more importantly, you learn how a designer mind works, how Maude design. Well,
Does
let
it?
me try this.
Does it work? Who knows?
Does it work? That's the question. Because it's true that on Behance, most of the time you discover the final result, but then you have no idea, like, how
Yeah.
did Maude came up with a book? Like, well, it looks great, but okay, but if I have to start as a designer, how can I start?
Yeah.
And we see that you explore, that you play with typography, colors, and then you come back, you delete some stuff, you try some new stuff.
Yeah. It's good to have projects that you can take some time to work on, because it takes time.
Oh, Kevin has an idea. Kevin says, so perhaps abstract body shapes like arm, foot, in style of Picasso would be cool. Good call, yeah?
True.
Oh, she's very happy, huh? She's very content.
I think it's cool because then
That's
if you want to
nice.
use this for like social or for
Oh, yeah.
maybe not with the quartz or
Instagram
whatever this is.
With what?
Quartz, is it like of stone?
Is it
I feel
marble
like it's
or?
marble or yeah, probably marble.
Yeah, or maybe quartz, you're right.
It's a lot of quartz though. I feel like it must be marble.
So, actually, I can tell you. If you look at the picture, maybe if you go back to
Oh,
the
the
Finder.
number?
Yeah. What is the number? Okay.
I can probably see it from here. Isn't it linked?
03,
No, it's not.
It's linked if it comes from your library.
I have it in my library, but it's not updating. I don't have which I meant to ask you about.
Ah, okay, we can check.
Do you know how to
Mm-hmm.
make the update?
I think so.
Okay. Let's say I have a library, Happy Fitness,
Oh, okay.
and it's my only library.
Okay, and you have it here.
And let's say in
Awesome.
here, it doesn't see
It doesn't show up. Oh, okay. Let's try to understand why. Dr. Creative Cloud. Okay, Happy Fitness. Good. And this is with this account. Bonjour. Okay, perfect. First thing I would check is here. Okay, make sure just if it's the same account. It looks like it's the same. And I would go in Assets. Make sure everything's in sync. So I would do Start Thinking. And we'll see what happens.
I'm just gonna email you if I have questions, like at any
yeah.
point in life in the future.
Oh, seriously. Okay. And now...
Maybe I could restart the...
Yeah, maybe we can save and restart and see if it helps. And sometimes what I do is that I add something. I will add something very lame to the library.
As long as it feels happy.
Ah, yeah, okay. She's not happy. Ah! They are happy. Ah, she's super happy. Oh, look. Okay, she's super happy. So we will license and save to Happy Fitness Library just to send an event to...
Oh, we're licensing. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Ah, you see, something is broken here. Failed to sync my library. Okay, sync again. Okay, something is yeah, okay. I will have a look, but yeah, there's something he doesn't like. Okay.
It's not happy.
Yeah, not happy.
Anyway, that's okay.
Sometime, yeah. And Eugene, I think, is right. Maybe we need to restart the computer because we started syncing. So tomorrow it will work. We just restart in the meantime and we make it work. Sorry for this.
Happens.
Cloud is always, we call him Creative Cloud. Creative Cloud is always...
Claude.
Yeah. Okay, it's 2:30 p.m. here in San Francisco. So I hope you submitted all your entries and we'll start reviewing them in about 10 minutes. Okay with you? So did you license this picture? Maybe you can license it so you don't have the watermark. Because now you know that you will use it. See what I mean?
I mean, I don't know yet. Maybe we could which one? I feel like I guess we can. So
go back to Happy Fitness. Yeah, this one. And so this time we'll do, okay. And if we go back here. So this is marble. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. So you can also choose to directly download it on the computer. There you go. And you can replace it in high definition. Is it Command D? Which is, yeah. We saw it this morning with Brett. So it must be in the download folder, I guess. Sorry. Daipenger, you love this stream. Oh, thank you. We'll still be live, okay? We will have Marcel coming in about 28 minutes from our editorial design. We'll be back tomorrow with Brett Newman, Ryan Lowe, Maude will be back, Marcel too. And then there will be a holiday break, but we will be back in January with the Vector Artist. Vector Art, yeah. So they will create illustrations using Illustrator, they will create icons, like everything that makes sense with vectors. And the week after, on January 16, we will have a lettering artist. So a big live stream about lettering. Tyrone says InDesign is now some software. Yeah, very cool. Wow.
Contente.
Ah, with the outline, yeah, the stroke looks nice.
Like what could be here? Could be like this for now. Then we'll see if we.
We'll see tomorrow. You need to give it one day, and tomorrow you're like, no.
I hate everything. Just gonna delete it all.
I will rename this fitness club.
I'm not your friend anymore.
Oh yeah, and for the lettering stream, you will see Jasmine. We have a very strong lineup of guests. with 4 different ways of doing lettering. Digital, analog, stop motion, and type design. Quite pictures. So we have 10 magazines to review, just to give you a heads up.
How many pages? It varies.
Yeah, we will see. Yeah, I think it varies. Question by Sam. How do you set the page color? Oh, in the template for the content, it seems the off-white page can't be changed.
It's for you. For the template? For me or for?
No, in general, like how would you change the color of the page? Oh.
I like to, because mine varies, so I just do a block.
Yeah, a rectangle.
A rectangle, but I know that you can also do, you can change the color of the paper. Like if you were to say, let's say here paper.
Oh, it's
Maybe
in the color swatch.
Yeah, so maybe I have like a special paper that's
this,
like this.
And
so
change it everywhere.
So let's say you have something in white, it wouldn't print, so you would see your paper.
Awesome. And it's good to anticipate also for the printer, like you.
Yeah. It's good to create a preview version, especially because you want to show your client, you want to show everyone, but it's not going to be, your print file is just going to be white. So it's like an easy way of not doing rectangles on every page.
So this is in the swatches. One color is called paper, and guess what? This is the color of the paper.
Smart people.
Yeah, I didn't know actually. I have no idea. Usually I use a block too, so in the master page. So
I think
that changes everything. Yes, Diogo. Like you change the color of the paper.
The one thing that doesn't do is that, let's say my paper was purple. Like, this would be multiplied for a real preview.
Yeah.
So it should technically do that.
But it doesn't.
I'm going to add it to the website.
Yeah. Use a voice. Actually, it's a good point. Maybe in InDesign, because it's for a print project, all the pictures should be multiplied.
Like if it's a real preview, because you're not,
And this is something that we tried this morning with Brett. So he went on Adobe Stock and he took a paper texture, with a fiber, and it was a little bit warm. And he put it in the background, did multiply on the photography to also anticipate, how it would look. And it really helped. It really made a huge difference.
Trying to make it with the color palette because these aren't really.
Oh yeah, good job. Yeah, there was a mustard one.
Yeah, similar colors, but still.
So you delete the swatch and you say replace it by this one?
Yeah, it's easier.
Okay.
But
interesting.
I think in Illustrator you can do like select same fill color. So that's useful, but in there I don't know. And also it's pasted like in a
there
frame.
If you go to Illustrator, I will show you a tool that you can use too.
It's not good.
So select everything.
Everything?
Yeah, Command A and click here on this color wheel. So you can switch, you can do in edit. Yeah. And you can pick each individual color actually, if you want to see how it moves. And you have the preview in real time.
This is my new favorite thing. Like, this is all worth it for this moment. I'm so happy.
And once you find the right dynamic between your colors, you can say, okay, link everything. So if I move, everything moves.
Ooh.
And then I can, I keep the same energy, but then I shift the hue.
Was it part of the, when they had Cooler and then Adobe, the like equivalent? I forget. She said it yesterday.
Yeah, there was a Cooler plugin a long time ago, but this was different. This is different.
Okay.
This is something you can use at any time. You also have, if you need some inspiration, you also have, do something baroque, and then it will reduce the colors that you can have. Like, so these are the colors only used by baroque painters. They had no choice. Like, there was no.
They only had this version of Illustrator.
That's it. Or something for kids, it would be super super vibrant, so I could extend it to the saturation there.
Wow. That's really cool. I'm very happy about this.
Yeah, it's very useful.
I'm like, now can I do this in InDesign?
No. Sorry. Okay, so I'm refreshing the entries because we received the amazing entries, but I just want to refresh to make sure that I have your works updated. Oh, that's nice. Love it. Yeah.
Kind of like that it's hiding part of it. I'm going to leave it like that.
Yeah. Very nice. You could add quotes about happiness.
I'm sure the internet has many of those.
You know this song by the Beatles? Happiness is a warm gun. No? Yeah, but don't use this one. Okay. It's not. It's in French, yeah. So.
But it's Montreal. They speak
There is
everything.
an expression, au petit bonheur la chance.
Au petit bonheur la chance.
Yeah, it's a very old expression. It's for people with a simple life, they will get lucky.
It's true. You can write it down. This could be a new quote for them.
Yeah. It's copyrighted by me, so yeah, they can use it. Okay, are you ready to review some entries?
Yeah.
So we have the visual blurb. I think we saw it this morning, but I guess they updated the design. So issue number 1, illustration by Lucas Wakamatsu. Okay, very nice illustration. Content fuel. Table of content, yeah. Intro. Feature artist, Salam. Okay, this was visual blurb. Okay. This one, so we had a preview at the beginning of the show. It's more for fashion. Color orange. With 1, 2, 3 trends. And you see here it continues. So if we zoom in, see 4,
More
5.
trends.
Yeah. Nice. Mountain Time also we had a preview, and when you enter you have this full screen picture with a black text. How would you solve here? Like which trick do you have to retouch the picture now?
I never really like when you change the opacity that much, so...
But maybe just on this spot in Photoshop,
Yeah.
make it lighter.
I don't know.
It's tough. It's a
Because
tough
even
one.
with the black text at the bottom...
Here,
It's tough to read.
Yeah, it's a tough call. Art and culture, I think, we saw it also this morning. United States, India, United Kingdom, Unity in Diversity, okay. Majala Art and Design Zine, issue number 1. It's the Arab, Majala, it means magazine in Arabic.
Cool.
Nice, I like this. And there is Jen Smith, and Mary Smith. They're all working on the magazine. It's amazing. It's a huge family.
It's a family of Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Generative design. Whoa, neon light. Okay. Typography. Good job. Barmy Palmy. Okay. Table of content. Okay. It's really based on the template. Like, good job. Okay, and some artist by Sarah Moody. Okay, good. Thanks. And mural painting. Whoa, that's tough. RT Plus. Okay, a new issue. I think it's Laura. Yeah, she's back. Okay, table of content. Ooh, nice illustrations. First story. Okay, good job. Airline magazine. Title here. That would be funny actually. To have a magazine as a title here. Ooh. Okay. Some explorations. Aligned with the columns. Okay, a lot of exploration, that's good. I can tell that you are following Adobe Live these days. The Arts magazine, the color issue. Oh, okay. Okay. Table of content with some previews. Munch. Oh yeah, this is a contest we had in June, where we had someone, Kyle Webster, he produced the brushes that Munch used to do the scream, and he made it in Photoshop. And we invited the community to paint a new version of the scream. And the winner, actually, he's because he was from Europe, I don't remember where, but he's a painting, so it was printed and displayed next to the original one in Oslo, in the museum. Yeah, for a few weeks. Yeah, it was awesome. Wow, it's a huge magazine. Okay, this one starts with a blank page.
It's mysterious.
And then some ads, because we need ads. Okay, articles. Okay, the black page is mysterious, and that's it. Okay, let me refresh just to make sure that it's not a blank. Oh no, it is. It is a blank page.
It's okay.
It's okay. Why not? Okay, so which one do you want to reward, for something specific? Like it's impossible to say like which one is the best. Like it doesn't make any sense. But if there is one that you want to reward because you say, it's a good idea, or I'm just showing them again. This one about traveling. This one was by Chandler, Mountain Time. This one about fashion, the orange trend, and the visual blur.
I think I like either Majala. Yeah, I like this one. Go back before. I like the color. The first three are all good as well.
Yeah, the first three are very good.
This one I appreciate that it's longer.
Yeah, it's more work.
There's more work. This one's good. Very fashion.
Very professional. Yeah. And Majala.
I think Magella is really original, so I would probably vote for that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Good job to the author of Magella. I think, yeah, we were chatting with you in the chat. I think your first name starts with a K. Maybe it's somewhere here, actually.
It's ideal.
I see it was Hadil. Oh, yeah, we exchanged. He was wondering how to fill in the form about his Behance name. So, yeah, congratulations, Hadil. You
Yay.
will receive a private message and you will enjoy Creative Cloud for 1 year. If you're already a Creative Cloud member, it will extend your membership. So, make sure to check your messages on Behance because it's not automatic. Because some winners, they think, oh, I don't have to do anything. We still need to talk a little bit, exchange some emails, and then it will work. So awesome. Congratulations.